Alright, so we're live, I think. I believe so. Quality looks good. Looks legit. Xbox Series X. Alright, so let's do it. Let's do this no-fly zone thing, shall we? Let's see. I got the brand new F-22 updated version. F-22 Raptor. Should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. I got my laptop. I'm in my big master bedroom. It's a lazy live stream, but it don't matter. It should be a lot of fun. Cool beans. So Kiev is right here, just to show you. Kiev is right over here. This is the Kiev. Here, just to show you. We're going to take off from here. We're going to go left past the river into the Kiev right here. And I think Russian troops are around here somewhere. And they're having a difficult time getting in. So, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't go from here. No, it's okay. I can go from here. And then I can do this. It says departure, and then Kiev I can do right here. Set as arrival. So this is the updated version. Let's see if we have any liveries. I don't think we do. I really am disappointed. Why haven't they put any liveries on this airplane? Well, let's see what's new. Let me check it out. Okie doke. Hold up. Here we go, baby. Come on, bro. Here we go. You know, a lot of people ask me, hey man, I cannot spend $500 or $1,000 to get the Xbox Series X, and I want to play this game. Can I play it on a Series S? Is it going to look good? Listen, man, I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm still amazed how good Flight Simulator looks on Series S. And Series S, it's only $300. I think if you want to go the cheapest route to enjoy Flight Simulator, I would say Series S version. It's honestly your best bet if you don't want to break the bank. Really.
Tower number 4K, 19er, 79er, have you ready at runway 36 left departure.
All right, let's see what's new here. Ooh, Dolby Vision looks good. Oh Lord, this looks good. Impressive, my friend. Very impressive. Let me look outside. Let's look things outside. Where's camera? Okay, there it is. Let me see. Well, the shadows looks pretty good. Textures look more polished up and cleaned up. All right, not bad, not bad. Let's look at the cockpit. Looks clean. Uh, let's open the canopy. Actually, I do notice that they polished up the textures a little bit. They're cleaned up. Not bad, not bad. Hey, look, man, you gotta admire the fact that they're at least trying to bring some updates. What I'm trying to say, you have to appreciate the fact that these developers are actually, listening to feedback, you know. So now, please keep in mind this cockpit. It's not uh, the replica of the cockpit that's in real F-22 Raptor because it's top secret technology. But the design, it's similar. It's just the panel. It's not like this. Okay. Nobody know. Well, only the pilots know, but they cannot talk about it. Because if they talk about it, they get court-martialed. Um, I think this cockpit is a replica from F-22 Lightning II arcade, or was it F-22 Raptor arcade? Back in the days, they had a arcade F-22 Raptor replica cockpit, and I think that's what this is based on that F-22 Lightning 2, F-22 Lightning 2 replica, basically, from that arcade from the 90s, late 90s. Let's close the canopy. All right, get everything ready here. Thought I closed the canopy. Hold on. Can you guys hear the sound? Hold on. Here we go. Let's take off. Let's see how well it maneuvers. Very nice. Alright, we're in Kiev right now. Thank you, engineer. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. We're flying over Kiev, man. This airplane helps so much. Those poor people over there, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Nice. Here I come, my Ukrainian people. I'm gonna protect you. Wow, they really did a good job with this update. Engineer. Maneuvering's really good, man. I think they focused more on afterburner and maneuvering. Definitely feels better. Look at that afterburner. Looks really nice. Good job, man. Oh! Well, this airplane is officially bulletproof. Is that a downtown Kiev? Yeah. It's a downtown. It looks good on the Xbox Series X, man. Like the afterburner has been regulated. It's more realistic now. So this is downtown Kiev. Look, there's the traffic. See the cars down there. We're patrolling over here to make sure there's no Su-27s. There's that district. How do you pronounce that? Pereski district. I'm sorry for butchering the name. What's it called? Pereski district. Let's go over here. What is this over here? Is this the nuclear plant? This needs to be protected from the missiles. This is the nuclear plant. Right here, right? Absolutely, this needs to be protected. There's the bridge. Very crucial. What is this red line? What is this? You see this? Oh. That's my pattern of entry to land. What's up, Malik? How you doing, brother? Welcome to Kiev. This is Kiev. No flight zone, man. No one's flying around here except me. Yeah, I know how that feels, Malik. Trust me, brother. I've been there myself. Well, Crown Royale whiskey should clear that out. It's a beautiful city, man. Such a beautiful city. And how about them Ukrainian women? Oh man, they're so beautiful, man. People say, why should we fight for Ukraine? Did you look at them Ukrainian women? They're beautiful, man. That's why you should fight. I just gave you one reason. I just gave you one reason. But it's a pretty big city. The Russians are going to have a difficult time controlling this city, man. Insurgency from these residential areas. Oh my God. There's no way they can hold the city, man. What's it, like 4.9 million people? It's gonna be difficult, man. Oh, that Bacardi Black. Yeah, bro. Shit's good. Let's change the weather. Hold on. I think it's snowing still over there. There we go. That's better. Time 6:15. That's good. No, it's all good, man. Thank you. Those are just bots, scripted bots, man. They're attached to my YouTube channel. So every time I go live, these scripted bots, they show up. I don't know how to clean that off. To be honest, YouTube should be doing that. They should be the one, taking care of that. If somebody's using scripted bots, they should figure something out to counter that. But I also have tools. I can use a member chat. I can stay in a member, But it really doesn't bother me, honestly. All that VUR, RD, whatever the shit is, RED or red, VUR, red, whatever it is. It doesn't bother me, honestly. I'm used to it by now. Look how beautiful this city is, man. Look at this city. It's huge. It's not a third world country, man. It's a Europe, you know? And there should be a no-fly zone, guys. We should have a no-fly zone. These F-22 Raptors, trust me, they would get the job done. Even F-16s would have get the job done. Dude, let me tell you something. Russia would never dare, not for a second. If they find out that F-22 Raptors are patrolling the skies of Ukraine, they wouldn't even fucking dare. First of all, you can detect these Raptors. They have such a high-tech technology, classified high-tech technology. There is no way that Russia would be even able to detect them. My whole point is this, and hear me out, guys. What's the point of being the most powerful military superpower on the planet if you're not going to use it for humanitarian reasons? If you're not going to help humanity, if you're not going to help people, so what's the point? Of having all that superpower if you're not going to use it to help humanity, to help people? That's my whole point. That's my opinion, and I stand by that opinion. And I'm not the only one that stands by that opinion. A lot of people, a lot of Americans feel that way too. They're sick and tired of watching innocent children and women being slaughtered. They're sick and tired, man. Thank you, Malik. You know, this is not about politics. This is what's right and wrong. What's morally right, what's morally wrong. We're all religious here. I believe in God, you know, I'm religious, but this is what's about morally right, what's morally wrong. And you know what I mean. You know. It is morally wrong that we let these people die. Nicely done.
MRA for URKA Y19er, 79er, heavy contact Raptor 121.7.
121.7 4K 19er 79er heavy.
Nice. Nice landing here. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? You know, it's let's put some rain and some snow or something on the weather. Um, let's see how well we can handle it uh, during the rain, snow. What I'm trying to say is this, man. I'm sick and tired of seeing innocent people being slaughtered. You know, it's a one thing to fight soldier with a soldier. That I can understand that. Soldiers against soldiers. But when you start killing innocent children and women, you know, that bothers me, dude. Anyone with any human conscience should bother you. And you got to say, hey, we can't just sit here and let this little insecure puketon do this kind of shit in 21st century, man. We all agreed after Hitler, after we defeated Nazis and Hitler, we all agree that we're going to never ever let this happen again. And that's why we created North Atlantic Treaty Organization, about 30 countries, including United States of America, which is the most powerful one. UK is in part of it too, Australia, Canada, etc., etc. Other European countries. Hell, even Turkey is involved in. Um, and we all agreed, even with the United Nations, we all agreed, all of us agreed, that we cannot allow this to happen again. Another Hitler to come in. You know, and what I'm seeing today is really weak. No one seems to have any backbone. No one seems to have any spine to do what's necessary. And that's not good, guys. That worries me. You know, you know, our forefathers and our grandpas and their grandpas, they didn't die for nothing. They died so that way we can have freedom in this world from oppression, from evil oppression, you know, from these rulers, dictators, czars. And I don't like the way we're sitting on the sidelines and, you know, not doing anything about it. Sanctions are not going to do shit to Putin. It's only going to hurt Russian people. It's not going to hurt him. You know, he doesn't give a shit about his own people. He only cares about himself and what he wants to achieve. So people will talk about him in history. He's a narcissistic, a little insecure cunt. Putin is what he is. And we're just sitting here, sitting on the fucking sidelines, letting this motherfucker use banned weapons like a thermobaric bombs that sucks the oxygen and vaporize everything in its perimeter. Those weapons are banned, and this asshole is using them, dropping it on innocent civilians. Come on, man. You know, I'm pretty sure General Patton, whatever he's at, or whichever grave he's buried, he's turning in his grave. Same thing with Winston Churchill. Same thing with Franklin D. Roosevelt. Franklin D. Roosevelt probably wants to climb out of his fucking grave. After Pearl Harbor, he didn't want to hear, even though he was in a wheelchair. He says, "Don't tell me what can't be done. We're gonna attack them. We're gonna make them pay dearly." And guess what? Japanese, they paid dearly. Now it wasn't, Franklin D. Roosevelt. It was the Harry Truman that dropped the bomb on Nagasaki, Hiroshima. But either way, back then, people. Let me tell you something, man. My grandpa told me these stories when I was a little kid. Even my father told me these stories. In 1940s, in 1950s, even in 1960s, back then people had principle. They had courage. They had backbone. They had a spine to do what's morally right. Like they knew the difference between right and wrong. Today, I don't see that. Today, I see a bunch of individuals only taking care of themselves, looking after themselves by being selfish, not giving a shit about anything else but themselves and their little habitat. That's not good, guys. That's not good. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's my little preaching, my little dropping of the mic, you know, because we are in Kiev. I'm flying in Kiev, and I think this needs to be said. This needs to be acknowledged. Thank you, Malik. You know, because I've been through a war. I grew up in a war. I grew up in Bosnia, and I'm like, here we go again. After 30 something years, it happened again, right? It happened again. But the difference between this and of course Bosnian war is, you know, I understand Serbia, doesn't have any nuclear weapons, but Serbia was protected by Russia back then, you know. But at least Boris Yeltsin back then understood what's morally right and what's morally wrong. And even back then, the Boris Yeltsin and Russian people understood, hey, this needs to end. This conflict in Balkans has been going on for far too long, for 4 years. It took 4 years until finally, you know, Europe, NATO, and United States finally decide to do something. And it took Bill Clinton to do it. Say what you want about Bill Clinton. Uh, he had the backbone. He had the spine to do what was necessary to do. Uh, and, I give him credit for that. A lot of people give him credit for that. He was not afraid to do what was necessary to do, what was morally right to do. And he did it. you know. But right now, I don't see that. I don't see that. And it worries me, man. It really worries me. Our enemies are looking at us. China's looking at us. Oh, these guys, they left Afghanistan. They don't want to get involved here. These guys are really nothing. These guys are a joke. So China's thinking, hey, why don't we invade Taiwan? North Korea, it's already firing their missiles, trying to scare Japan, trying to scare South Korea. They're like, why don't we take South Korea? Who's going to stop us? The Yankees? The broken NATO? No one's going to stop us. This sends the wrong fucking message to the enemy. This also sends the wrong message to a lot of our enemies who are in Afghanistan, Taliban, Iran, China, Russia, North Korea, you know, Middle East, some countries in Middle East, excluding Jordan. Jordan likes us. Jordan has always been part of, you know, supporting the West and NATO and Europe. So Jordan's okay. But we got a lot of enemies. I hate to break it to you. I don't know how good you guys are with current affairs and history, but we got a lot of enemies out there. And showing weakness, and we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to be the beacon of hope, the beacon of freedom for the rest of the world. We're supposed to be that balance. We're not a banana republic. We're a United States of America, not some third world country banana republic. And we're acting like we're like some third world country banana republic. No, let's not get involved. Oh, please. No, I can't handle. I'm afraid of Putin. Oh, please, no. No. No, it's really, man. Yeah, Malik, man, we definitely, this is not good, man. You know, I'm worried that we're going to get involved when it's too late. And when it's too late, then we have to fight much more difficult battle, much more impossible battle, and millions of people are going to die. And we're going to have even worse problems on our hands. We always do that. We always wait the last minute. And we shouldn't wait the last minute. Even Vladimir Zelensky keeps saying, guys, you know, now is the time to put the no-fly zone. Now is the time to show Putin that we're not afraid to put sanctions and use the military against them. Now is the time to show to China that we're not afraid to put sanctions and use military. Now is the time to show the example who's in charge. Now is the time to flex the muscles. Now is the time to unzip your pants and show how big your cock is, in the layman terms. But right now we're not doing that. Right now we're too damn soft, and it drives me crazy, man. It really does. And it wasn't like this, man. You know, we got too soft, man. I hate to say it. You know, I hate to be that guy to say it. Anyway, let's change the weather. Put some rain. But I'm glad you guys agree with me. I know you guys agree with me because this is something that's morally right. It's the right thing to do. Defeating Hitler was the right thing to do. Any madman out there, defeating the madman is the right thing to do. So we can keep the stability, prosperity, and harmony in a civilized 21st century world where we don't have to worry about some madman attacking another country. Come on, guys. Who's going to vote for me? I'll be the president. Thank you. Thank you, engineer. Appreciate it. I mean, you don't have to be a you don't have to be you don't have to be a brain surgeon to realize what's going on. Anyone who's a human being, anyone who has a heart, soul, a spirit inside, and understands what's morally right and what's morally wrong, and respects humanity and respects humans' rights, anyone who has those attributes understands this is morally right thing to do. We have to protect that. The essential human necessity to exist. And we shouldn't allow a madman. We made that promise after World War II. We will never allow this to happen again. And I hate to say it, it is happening again. 1938, 1940, all over again. Except it's not Poland that's being invaded, it's Ukraine that's being invaded. And this time by Russians, not by Germans, not by a madman called Hitler. Okay? I'm telling you, George Washington, George Patton, General Patton was a 3-star general, I think. And Franklin D. Roosevelt, it's also turning in his grave, trying to climb out of his grave. They can't believe what's happening right now. All right, let's do some more patrol. Let's do this. There we go. That's better. Well, King is humble. Nobody wishes war. No one's asking for a war. And nobody wished war with Germany and Nazis either. But we had to do what was necessary to do. It's not about what you're wishing, it's about what's coming. And what's coming is a madman who wants to be the power, who wants to be the superpower, who wants to defeat the West and wants East to be the next superpower. Do you understand? There's a greater thing going on here than just Ukraine. We're not fighting for Ukraine only, man. We're fighting for the world's freedom. You can see that now because I don't know how good your politic is. I don't know how good you are in history. I don't know you. I'm not here to judge you. But if you study history, there's a pattern here with Vladimir Putin. He's not a good guy. He's a bad guy. He hates you. If he sees you, he just hates you right now. Do you understand that? Russian people don't like you. Vladimir Putin don't like you. They hate West. They hate our ways of living. They don't like the way we are with our, alliances. But if you learn that, if you learn the history, you will understand that. China doesn't like us. Iran doesn't like us. Middle East doesn't like us. I'm not saying we should go to war with these countries, but sometimes you have to. Because if you don't, it'll come to your doorsteps. Need I remind you about the Cuban Missile Crisis? In Cuba, Russian missiles being set in Cuba. What makes you think that can't happen again? Or what makes you think he's not going to do that anyway? What makes you think if he takes Ukraine, if he takes Poland, if he takes other European countries in Balkan region, what makes you think that he's not going to move forward with China, with North Korea and other countries who are supporting him, like Syria? What makes you think that he's not going to do something else to fuck up our economy? He already messed with our elections. He already messed with our cyber. He already got involved in cyber terrorism, shutting down our pipelines, attacking our infrastructure with the internet. This is bigger than just Ukraine, dude. It's not just about Ukraine. This is bigger than Ukraine. But in order for you to understand that, King, you got to understand the history. Okay? There's a greater pattern here. I don't want a war. I don't want war. Nobody wants fucking war. You think I like war? I was raised in war. I'm the last person to want war. But sometimes you have no choice. Sometimes you got to do what's necessary. And that time has come. And the sad part is the US and Europe's going to realize that when it's too late. When it's too late. It's not going to happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. But when the day comes, when that shit happens, it will be too late. Now we're going to be fighting a much stronger enemy aligned with China, North Korea, Iran, Syria, and some other Middle Eastern countries. And now we got a bigger problem on our fucking hands. But we can stop that if we show strength, if we let the enemy know that we mean business, that we don't just talk to talk, that we also walk to walk. It's called balance, you know? You guys got to read some books, man. You guys got to, you know, learn this shit, man. Again, I hate the war. I don't want a fucking war. I know what war does. No one has to explain to me what war does. I know what it does. I was raised in it, in Sarajevo, in Bosnia, for 4 years. But sometimes you have no fucking choice. You know. Yeah, Malik. Yeah, I think it's inevitable. Everyone's saying it, dude. I think it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. And it's not just me saying it. A lot of professors, a lot of generals are saying it. Like this is inevitable. You know, because this guy is not gonna change his mind. You know, you can't. There's certain people you cannot negotiate with, man. And he's not a one person you can negotiate with. Vladimir Putin is not a person you can negotiate with. He's not a type of person you can negotiate with. He wants a Putin's Russia, a new Putin's Russia, to rule the world and to bully the entire world. That if anyone fucks with him, they will pay a heavy price. I mean, which part of that do you guys not understand? It's like somebody's holding you hostage. But I get it. I understand. Nobody wants to go to war. I don't want to fucking go to war. You don't want your children to fight the war. Nobody wants to see that. But there's an evil out there, and that evil needs to be defeated one way or the other. You know, before that Z evil, that symbol. You've seen that symbol Z. You see, they're already using the symbol. See what he's doing? He's doing exactly. He's nationalizing his people. He's doing exactly what Hitler did with the swastika. He's using the Z to get his people rallied together so that way they will hate the West and the Europe. See what the West is doing to you. You can't go have a hamburger. You can't go to a strip club. You can't even go to watch a movie. You can't even play video games. You see what the West is doing to you. That's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna say to his people. You see what they're doing to us. They really hate us. We have to stand together, my Russian people. Z, long live the Z, which is the hope. Bullshit hope, my ass. He's using nationalism just like Hitler did when he became a chancellor. Rally the people with that Nazi group, with that swastika shit. This is the same scenario, same exact fucking playbook. Now, if you learn history, if you learn it correctly, you would understand what he's trying to do. And that's dangerous. He's using misinformation and he's getting his people energized now, getting them rallied together. Yes, Z, wear the Z, be proud of Z. That's the new symbol of Russia, Z, created by yours truly, Putin, the dictator, the butcher. Uh, and look, I hate to be so negative here. I hate to be, you know, but I didn't create this. This is just the way it is. I'm just telling you how it is. This is the reality we are in, guys. I hate fucking war. I hate guns, let alone the war. But this is where we are. Some of you are younger. I understand. Some of you were born in 2000. Some of you were born in 1999. I understand that. I'm older. I've been around. I've been through a war. Uh, I know what war does. And for those of you who are veterans, thank you for your service, who are in the military in Afghanistan and Iraq, you know damn well what war is and what war does. Nobody wants to go to war. I hate fucking war. But this is the reality we're dealing with, guys. You know, and that's all I'm gonna say. You know, and it's kind of sad that you have to hear it from me, that you can't hear it from your elected politicians, who should be being honest with you. They should be honest with you, and they should prepare you. They should prepare you. They should tell you what's really going on. This is what we're dealing with. But they're not doing that. They're not doing that. They're saying, "Oh, these gas prices, it's just a Putin's fault. There's nothing we can do about it. Just pay at the pump. Remember, just pay at the pump. Don't worry about it. Every time you pay at the pump $10 or $7 a gallon, you're helping Ukrainian people." They're not being honest with you. That's another problem. We have dishonest politicians who are just career politicians. We need somebody like Kennedy. We need somebody like a Franklin D. Roosevelt. We need somebody who's going to be honest with its people and tell them exactly what's going on. Sadly to say, the only country that has that right now, it's Ukraine. Zelensky is the only honest president that's being honest with his people. And that's why he's cherished so much by everyone. And he's the only leader, the only president currently in this world that is being honest with its own people. And he's there. He didn't fled the country, unlike that guy in Afghanistan, which was groomed in and put in by the United States. This guy was elected by Ukrainian people, and he works for Ukrainian people, and he's being honest with Ukrainian people, and he's fighting for Ukrainian sovereignty. And all he's asking is the one simple thing, a no-fly zone. And we can't even do that. A bloody no-fly zone. That's pretty weak. You know what that does? That makes his cock grow bigger. He gets an erection when he hears that United States and Europe and NATO are afraid of him. He gets an erection. That's how he gets off. That's how he shoots his load. That's how he gets an erection. That narcissistic little prick. And we're showing that weakness right now by just sitting on the sidelines and not doing a goddamn thing about it. A simple thing, no fly zone. We can't even transport MiG 29s. So that way they can fly it. So that way Ukrainian pilots can fly it. We can't even do that. Can't you see how pathetic this is? A simple thing like that we can't even do. Seriously, guys, you need to wake up. And I hate to be the one to tell you this to wake up, but you need to wake up. You got to see the bigger picture. Right now, people are not seeing bigger picture because they're just minding their own business, doing their own thing. Well, guess what? People in Ukraine did the same thing last month. They were just doing their own thing, mind their own business. And then look where they are right now. 2 million refugees, 1,200 civilians dead. Look where they are right now. Just because something hasn't happened doesn't mean it's not going to happen. And it's sad that you got to hear it from me, from a Bosnian American, to tell you this, because your politicians don't want to be honest to tell you the truth. While they run to the bunkers in Greenland, living underground, guess who's going to pay the price? We're going to pay the price. They're going to be okay. They have their doomsday airplanes. They have their underground facilities. They can live there for another 50 years. They're going to be okay. It's us, people, us, regular people, that are going to pay the price, as always. That's been proven in history. And that's the sad part about this whole fucking thing. You know, and it's sad that you got to hear it from me, from a little old me. What do I know, right? What the fuck do I know? Problem with me is I know a lot. And sometimes I wish that I didn't know a lot. Sometimes I wish that I didn't know nothing. I would have felt better if I was just some stupid idiot. Honestly, I would have felt better. But I have conscience. I have this thing called brain. I have experience. I know how the world works. I learned history and I learned that shit well. Those who don't learn from history are 100%, 110% guaranteed to repeat that shit. Guaranteed. 100 and 110% altogether. Anyway, sorry. I don't want to drop these microphones all the time, but you know. I wish that it could do a 60 FPS on this game, man. That'd be great. I mean, on the Xbox, I'm still kind of disappointed that the Xbox Series X doesn't have the 60 FPS option, you know? Look at this beautiful city. Look at this beautiful city. Just like you are right now, sitting in your beautiful city, enjoying your freedom, right? And then there's a madman who says, no, I'll take that away from you because I got more power. I'm more powerful than you. I'm going to take it away. That should be never allowed. We made a promise not to ever allow that to happen. And, sadly to say, we're allowing it. Someone said something to me the other day about secret societies. Someone made a good argument. Um, don't you think, Mr. 4K, that secret societies might have a hand to play in this? I don't rule it out. It's possible. Maybe they want the New World Order, and the best way to get the New World Order is through some kind of a conflict with Russia to destabilize Russia, and then China, and then create a New World Order with one currency, right? One universal currency or whatever. Uh, I don't know. I mean, anything's possible. Who the fuck knows, what they're doing and what they're planning. I don't think that's the case here. Uh, I think we did try New World Order, but it didn't quite work out exactly as we wanted it. You know, uh, we tried it with the European Union, and it worked to a certain extent, but it wasn't accomplished to its full extent. It didn't excel to its full extent. So I don't think this has anything to do with secret societies. I think this really has to do with this guy's fucking mad, and he's the Hitler 2.0 on steroids, and you're gonna see that pretty soon. You know, strapped on a seatbelt. It's gonna be a bumpy ride this year. Don't make any summer vacation plans. And let me tell you that right now. The kind of plans you should be making is stack up on food, stack up on fuel, stack up on a bunch of different things, and think about, you know, where the fuck do you want to be? Where is the safest place to be? Malik, yeah, man. I uh, I did bank, what you call it, money in the bank. I did a money in the bank, but dude, that game mechanics are really not that good, man. Of that WWE, I was really disappointed, with the controls. You should watch that live stream, by the way, when you get a chance. The Money in the Bank tag team or whatever it was. No, it was just the Money in the Bank. Um,
MRSO, you're on to AY19er, 79er heavy, turn next taxiway.
I don't know. How do you get that, dude? Um, that Money in the Bank, it's so annoying, dude. You have to grab a ladder, and I get it. You press the L1 to grab the ladder, grab the ladder, L1, and then press the R1 to climb. But here's my problem. When you finally climb
MRSO,
that
you're on to
ladder
AY19er,
and
79er
you reach
heavy,
to the
exit
top to
runway
grab
three.
the case, the green case, Money in the Bank, what do you got to do? Do you have to circle that right thumbstick, left and right? How do you do that? I never quite understood. Like, how do you do that shit? the characters feel too plasticky. You know, they feel too plasticky, too like a toy, like a rubber toy. The way they're moving and everything. You know what it reminds me of? Def Jam. This shit reminds me of Def Jam. You know, remember Def Jam? That game, wrestling, Def Jam wrestling or something, or something like that from EA. Um, it kind of reminds me of that. Oh my god! But see, why they making you do that? I mean, why can't you just climb up the fucking stair? I mean, climb up the ladder and just pick that shit up, bro. Why do you gotta make it so difficult? Ugh. Yeah, it is weird. How's the quality of this thing? Is it good quality? I have an idea. Let's go to Russia with the F-22 Lightning II. Let's do that. Let's do that shit. Oh yeah. Why not? Why not? We should. Let's go to Russia. We're gonna pay a visit to Russia. Nice. Well, I'm glad that I moved to SmackDown. Monty Penny says I'm too addicted to WWE. You know what? It's true, man. That game is very addictive. But you know what else is addictive? Holy shit. Gran Turismo is very addictive. And also Elden Ring. It's also very addictive. Why? Because you always want to level up. You always want to move up to the ranks, right? And same thing with WWE. This shit is addictive, man. Dude, I've been playing that shit righteously for like 5 days. Oh, hard mode is, dude. Hey, Malik, how about Q? Brendan, dude. Brendan is really the master of WWE. He played it on Legendary, man. Let me tell you, no one's better than Brendan. Brendan is like a god of WWE, dude. He's so good at that game, man. With Legendary, dude, he whooped ass. Whether it's the Hell in the Cage or Hell in the Cell, whatever. So, what you call it? Cell in the Cage or whatever. Hell in the Cell, Hell in the Cage, or Money in the Bank, dude. He's undefeated. He's really good. My kudos to Brendan, man. He did that while he was sick yesterday, till 3 o'clock in the morning. He played with me. There's a live stream of that. You can go check it out. So very proud of Brendan, man. Very proud. Did you defend your title? How many times, engineer? You gotta watch that live stream. You'll see, engineer. It's addictive. WWE, it's too addictive. The graphics are well, they're better, but they're not like next generation. Yes, they are better, definitely better than what we had previously. It's the new engine, but, but, coughing, but I wouldn't go as far to call it next generation. But the game, it's fun. I mean, this shit is addictive. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The fucking thing, it's addictive. Chuck, yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of features. There's a lot of stuff to do, man. From NWO to you name it, SmackDown, NXT, Raw, WrestleMania, SummerSlam. Jesus Christ. You can be a GM, general manager. Dude, shitload of stuff to do, bro. But it's addictive. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to Russia, dude, with the F-22, light Raptor. What was that movie with Clint Eastwood? Flew this new experimental airplane to Russia. What was the name of that movie? Fox something? WW. Maybe 15 minutes with this jet fighter. maybe 15 minutes. What do you mean, like the internet bad or? Controls are like all over the place. You know, they should have made it more fun, more accessible, more unique. But instead, they made the controls so complex, dude. You have to hold, you know, so many buttons at the same time. You got to do so many things at the same time. I think it kills the fun of the game. Yeah, so I'm not a fan of the controls on WWE 2K22. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to Russia, dude. Let me see. I think we're already at Russian border. It's a damn shame that Xbox Series X version of this game cannot do 60 FPS now. It's really a damn shame. Oh, we're definitely in Russia right now. Hello, Mr. Putin. I'm coming for you, little man. The Yankees are coming for you. On my laptop, man, this thing goes 60 FPS, smooth as butter. Even the high settings goes up to 60 FPS. On my laptop, 1080p. We're approaching further deeper. See a flight simulator combat. Flight combat simulator. I want to see a DLC called Flight Combat Simulator. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Uncle Phil? Would it be too much to ask for you to give us Russia's a huge country, man. I mean, it's huge in land. They have a lot of land. Especially parts of Siberia. Who the fuck wants to live there, dude? You got them Siberian tigers, you got them huge bears, you got them big, gray wolves. You've got harsh winters, terrible. But people live there. Here I come, people. Get the vodka ready. Stokanovich. Pakonovich. Tikonovich. I gotta hide my jet fighter somewhere here. In Russian territory. I'm gonna hide it right here. Right here. Here we go. There you go. Right here. It's good enough. Well, I shouldn't hide it here. I should put it somewhere in the bushes. Hold on. Oh, yeah, there's a bush over there. There's a bush over there. Right over there. Gotta hide that shit from a satellite. There you go, right there. That's good. I'm gonna hide it right there. It's a good place to hide it. All right, let's turn it off. Where's the batteries? Hold on. Battery. There we go. Did I turn off the battery? Um, Hold on. I think I turned the fucker off, didn't I? Get the canopy. Hey, what's up, GC, man? I haven't seen you since Nixon water broke. Watergate broke. How you been, man? Yeah, the Warthog A10, it's a pure garbage. Everything's turned off. Well, there you have it, fellas. With the most technologically advanced F-22 Raptor. Cannot be detected, period. All right, guys, you have a good one, though. It's getting late over here. It's been a crazy fucking day. Um, so I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Be good. Stay safe.